I'm late as shit, but I'm hoping I'm not going to be late anymore. So, how am I doing? Okay. G. Let's try that. Am I good? Yep. Yep. Now I should be okay. Hello. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. That still sounds sped up. It still sounds sped up. Yes. Alright, so now it should be super slow. That should be 50. That should be 1. So that should be the speed. Alright, so now it should be super slow. That should be 50. That should be 1. So that should be the speed. Okay, that's correct. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and post on the announcements. Let's go. Everyone. SACing MAL Summer 2024. And move over to PC. All right, hello everyone. I am Sacrabolic, your envoy of hope, and welcome back to the second worst show I make, SACing MAL, the show where we go through the MAL listing for the new anime season, and I try and figure out what sounds like it's worth watching. So quick announcement. I'm going to say that, because I mentioned yesterday that now that I'm trying to get back more into streaming again, that I was going to stream tomorrow. I do not think I'm going to do that, but I will try and keep you updated on the Discord one way or the other. But going forward, I'm thinking about, and we'll see how it goes, but I'm sort of leaning towards Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We might be going to 4 days, but for now we'll be assuming that there is not going to be a stream until at least Sunday. But I'll let you know if the Friday, Saturday streams are happening. So anyway, look forward to that. Let's just get into it now. Let's go anime season, and I did spring last video, correct? We did spring already. Yeah, we did spring already. Okay. Alright, so summer 2024. I believe summer 2024 has already started. So I'm late as shit on this. But that's okay. That's okay, because that means, at the very least, all of this is going to be updated, so that'll be pretty good. Alright, so we're starting off with Oshinoko second season. Now, everyone was super gung-ho about the first season. It was like a surprise hit, the first season was, but I was aware of the manga, and it just doesn't sound super interesting. I know it's from the Kaguya creator, but it doesn't really appeal to me. So Aqua's desire for revenge takes center stage as he navigates the dark underbelly of the entertainment world alongside his twin sister Ruby. While Ruby follows in their slain mother's footsteps to become an idol, Aqua joins a famous theater troupe in hopes of uncovering clues to the identity of his father, the man who arranged their mother's untimely death, and the man who once starred in the same troupe Aqua hopes to infiltrate. So we're going to go ahead and skip that. Let's see. Tokidoki, Bosoto, Russia go de Dereru Tonari no Alya-san, or Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Okay. Let's see. Smart, refined, and strikingly gorgeous, half Russian, half Japanese. Elisa Mikhailovna Kujo is considered the idol of her school, with her long silver hair, mesmerizing blue eyes, and exceptionally fair skin. She has captured the hearts of countless male students while being highly admired by all others. Even so, due to her seemingly unapproachable persona, everyone remains wary of the near-flawless girl. One of the few exceptions is Elisa's benchmate, Masachika Kuze. a relatively average boy who spends his days watching anime and playing gacha games. Despite his nonchalant demeanor, Masachika is the sole student to receive Elisa's attention. Unable to be fully honest, Elisa is frequently harsh on Masachika and only expresses her affection in Russian. Unbeknownst to her, however, Masachika actually understands the language, yet simply pretends otherwise for his own amusement. As the odd pair continue to exchange witty and playful remarks, the relationship gradually grows more romantic and delightful, and Elisa might finally learn to freely convey her true feelings. That sounds kind of cute. I like that it takes a romantic angle. I wasn't fully expecting that. I'll go on that. I also shout out to Masachika Kuze, who just randomly speaks Russian for some fucking reason. This, I believe, is Tower of God's second season. Yep. Kami no to Oji no Kikan. Tower of God, Return of the Prince. Ja Wangnan can't seem to pass the 20th floor. Even after failing time and again, he refuses to give up. On his journey, he meets a mysterious and powerful character named Viol. Wangnan invites Viol to join his team of regulars. Their journey continues with new challenges at every turn. So I mean that looks like Bomb. That looks like just I'm assuming Viola is just Bomb in disguise or something, because that just looks like Bomb. That just looks like Bomb, but his hair grew out. So that's what I'm assuming is happening with that. I think I already added this. Yeah, I already added this. All right. Fairy Tail 100 Nen Quest. Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest. The 100 Years Quest, a mission so challenging and horrendous that it remained unaccomplished for over a century. While countless mages have attempted to take this grueling objective, their results ended in either overwhelming defeat or worse. Nonetheless, Natsu Dragneel and his friends Lucy Heartfilia, Gray Fullbuster, I forgot that was Gray's last name, Urza Scarlet, and Wendy Marvell, along with the Exceeds Happy in Charles? I thought it was... It's Charles? I forgot apparently that it was Charles. Ambitiously embark on their quest. A year after the Fairy Tail Guild has overcome the diabolical forces of Agnologia and Zarif, Natsu and his team trek into the northern continent of Giltina, where they seek out the employer of the 100 Years Quest and receive their nearly impossible mission to seal away the 5 dragon gods, a group of individuals with such vast power that, if left alone, could cause global devastation. Meanwhile, a spirited new member named Toka is recruited to Fairy Tail. Although her vibrant energy and passionate nature makes her perfect for the guild, there seems to be more to her than meets the eye. Determined to accomplish their seemingly insurmountable mission, Natsu and his friends begin their treacherous search for the dragon gods. However, once encountering a new dark guild named Diabolos, along with the newest recruit of Fairy Tail revealing her true colors, Natsu and his team will find that the 100-year quest isn't the only challenge they face. I read Fairy Tail for the first, 300 and something chapters, and it is legitimately one of the worst manga I've ever read in my entire fucking life. So I will not be watching this. Ah, yes. Isekai Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad Isekai. What a creative fucking goddamn name they gave this. Amanda Waller, the head of Argus, has assembled a group of notorious criminals for a mission. Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Peacemaker, Clayface, and King Shark. These DC supervillains are sent into an otherworldly realm that's connected to this world through a gate. It's a world of swords and magic where orcs rampage and dragons rule the skies. An Isekai. That is not what that means, Warner Brothers. That is not what that means, Warner Brothers. Harley Quinn and the others go berserk after arriving in the Isekai... Jesus Christ. But are captured by Kingdom soldiers and are sent to prison. They only have 72 hours before the bombs implanted in their necks explode. The clock is ticking. After negotiations with King Aldora, their liberation is contingent upon the conquest of our enemies, the hostile Imperial Army. The squad members have no choice but to throw themselves headfirst into the battle's front line. If they run, they die. If they lose, they die. With their lives on the line, can Harley Quinn and Suicide Squad survive in the Isekai? Jesus Christ. Brace yourselves for the pulse-pounding saga of the elite task force known as the Suicide Squad as they embark on the jaw-dropping adventure. Let the party begin. All right, so this combines two of my favorite things, isekai and DC. And it combines them in a way that makes me genuinely upset that this fucking exists. This is one of the worst ideas I've ever seen. Wait, hold up. Do they have fat Amanda Waller? Fuck yeah, we have fat Amanda Waller. Anyway, this is genuinely one of the worst ideas I've ever heard of on paper. If I remember correctly, the theme song was done by, the ending theme was done by Mori. Yeah. Anyway. Also, I hate how much they're billing Harley Quinn on this. I am so fucking sick of Harley Quinn. They shove her in fucking everything. She's basically become DC's Deadpool, and I fucking hate Deadpool. So, yeah, no, you could not pay me to watch that. You probably could pay me to watch that. But no one is, so I'm not watching it. Okay. Shiki Noko Koshi Tantan. Someone just wanted to be a pain in the ass. My dear friend Nokotan. No one knows Toriko used to be a delinquent. All of her classmates only know her as the perfect student. But everything changes when Nokotan, a transfer student with antlers, enters her life. Antlers aren't the only strange thing about Nokotan. Her deer nose can sniff out Toriko's secret past. Whether it's at school or the zoo, chaos follows this doe-eyed girl's every step. Toriko has so many questions. Is Nokotan a deer, a girl, or something in between? This is probably something I will end up watching. Because it sounds absolutely awful. Genuinely, it sounds fucking terrible. But it sounds like something I'm going to just see YouTube clips on, and then I'm going to end up watching. Like, that's what this sounds like. Jesus Christ. It looks even worse in fucking Japanese. Shika no koko shi shitan tan. It's fucking awful. It's fucking mess. Anyway, what is this? This is gag humor school comedy. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'll add it, because I already know I'm going to at some point. Alright, moving on. What is, Gime Seikatsu? Days with my stepsister, okay. Yuta Asamura gets a new stepsister after his father remarries Saki Ayasa, who happens to be the #1 beauty of the school year. I am assuming that his father has remarried and his stepsister is Saki Ayase, the #1 beauty of the school year, and that his father has married Saki Ayasa, the #1 beauty of the school year. They promise each other not to be too close, not too oppressing, and simply keep a vague and comfortable distance, having learned important values about men and women relationships from their parents' previous ones. Saki, who has worked alone for the sake of her family, doesn't know how to properly rely on others, whereas Yuta is unsure how to truly treat her. Standing on fairly equal ground, those two gradually learn the comfort of living together. Their relationship progresses from strangers to friends as the days pass. This is a story that may one day lead to love. Maybe it'll one day lead to love. No, I fucking no. And it's not because of the incest, it's because it sounds too generic. Okay. Giji harem, pseudo harem. Iji Kitahama, a second-year high school student, just wants to be popular. To help him realize his dream, Rin Nanakura, his junior in the drama club, uses her acting skills to create a harem of loving girls for him. Though various girls all show fondness for Iji, the affection of the actress behind them is very real. Rin's colorful acting continuously delights Iji, but will the starlet herself ever make her way into his heart? Yeah, no. Thank you. Alright, what do we got here? We've got Kimi to Boku no Saigo no Senjo. Senjo. Yeah. I almost corrected incorrectly. Ariwa Sekai ga Hajimaru Seisen Season 2. Our Last Crusade or the Rise of a New World, second season. Didn't I watch this? I did. I genuinely was not expecting this to get another season. I genuinely did not expect this to get another season. I gave it a 5, so it must not have been that good. I am struggling to remember what the fuck happened. Century, Oppressors, Bitter Conflict, Ice Calamity Witch. Oh yeah, if I remember, he was like indoctrinated by his kingdom, and then he switches over to her side, and there's like some bullshit going on there, and there's like some secret plot or some bullshit. And I think there's some kind of like evil witch sealed in a crystal prison or some bullshit. Am I remembering this? I think I'm remembering this. Anyway, I can barely remember season 1. I'm clearly not excited enough to go on to season 2. All right. Nier Automata version 1.1a part 2. This is the second part of Nier Automata version 1.1a. Oh yeah, I never got around to watching this. Oh yeah, I decided not to. I was like, oh. I think my reasoning was, I'll just go play the fucking game. I own the game. I'll just go play it. Before we get into the plot, this character's name is 753 with a heart. And there's no information about her. And I needed to know. Okay, what do we got? 2.5 Jigen no Ririsa, or 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. I have no interest in real girls, so claims Okumura, the president of the school's manga club. He's your typical otaku, obsessed with a sexy, fictional 2D manga character known as Lilial. Then the new school year starts, and a real 3D girl named Rarisa, whose passion is cosplay, joins the club. Rarisa convinces Okumura to become her photographer. And guess who her favorite manga character is? Not only that, but Rarisa is modeling the fetishy stuff. Is this a rep? I haven't seen it, but this sounds like one of those shows that's trying to take a bite off of My Dress Up Darling. The boundaries between 2D and 3D start to blur as a hot-blooded romantic comedy unfolds. Bet. When did this come out? This came out in 2019. When the manga came out in 2008. Yup, there we go. Yup. She even kind of looks like her. Yep. Alright, yeah. Alright, I see what you're doing here. I don't know. It's getting bad reviews, but there's only like one episode, so who really cares about that? What's the manga sitting at? 7.12. That's not terrible for a manga score. See, my problem... Oh, no, Rarisa is the glasses girl. I was going to say my problem is that the glasses girl is kind of cuter. Well, fuck it. I'm in because of the glasses girl. Also, she's kind of cute. These are my exclusive reasons. Although that is a weird way to draw an ear. Is that just me? I've never seen an ear drawn like that. She's got like this like internal loop. That's a real weird. Like, I'm not one to complain about drawing or anything, but that is a fucking weird ear. Anyway, oh, did I add that? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, all right. All right, what do we got here? We have Sue to Tsurugi no Wistoria. I have heard of Wistoria, I think, maybe? I know it's like a flower. Wistoria, Wand and Sword. Will Surfort dreams of keeping his promise to childhood friend by becoming a Magiavander, one of the mighty magicians who sit atop Wizard's Tower. Wow, what a fucking name for a tower that is. However, he is unable to cast even the simplest of spells, leaving him to fight dungeon monsters to earn credits at Ray Garden Magical Academy. As if that wasn't enough, he finds himself putting his sword skills to the test against a bullying professor. Okay, and the professor is this blue-haired lady. All right. This is either going to be good or terrible, and I have a kind of a semi-decent feeling about it, so I'm going to check that out. All right, what do we got here? This is fucking dramatic. We have Maogun Saikyo no Majutsushi wa Ningen Data. The strongest magician in the Demon Lord's army was a human. That tracks. Mao Army's strongest musician, I'm called Ike, a demon capable of capturing a fort alone, clearing away enemies with immense magic. He is without a doubt a monster, awed by friend and foe. However, he has a secret he can't tell the other demons. I'm human, you know. Using modern knowledge to keep a secret. Okay, so the man got isekai'd. He became treated as a great commander in the thriving force of Mao's army. Okay, so what has happened is this man has gotten isekai'd, turned into a wizard, and then accidentally ended up on the demon side and was like, well, I'm stuck here now. Do we have a comedy tag? Action, adventure, fantasy? Should have had a comedy tag. You know what? Fuck it. I'm on board. I'm here for it. What do we got? There we go. Alright, what is this? This is Hazurewaku no Jotai Ijo skill de Saikyo ni nata ore ga subete wo jurin surumade. Failure frame. I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells. That sounds terrible, and I'm out. I'm out already. Whenever I, you have something that's like, I use this uncommon method to be the strongest ever. Oh, despite the fact that my dick doesn't work, I fucked all the ladies on the planet. Like, you know that's gonna be fucking garbage, because that means that they're just desperately struggling to fucking find something worth talking about. I do like this character design, though. But, and maybe these two? 3? Maybe these 3. It's a little generic, but it's appreciable. Not so much that one. That one's better. Okay. Abruptly catapulted into a fantasy world, of course, so he has been Seek-Guide. Memori Toka and his classmates have been summoned by the world's resident goddess to serve as heroes. Luckily, most of the students display amazing skills upon arrival, except for Memori, whose abilities bottom out at a measly E rank. Oh. With no further use for him, the goddess banishes Memori to a dungeon from which no one has ever returned alive, yada yada yada. Yet, as it turns out, Memori skills aren't so much worthless as they are abnormally powerful even. If Memori can only claw his way back to the surface, nothing will stand in his way from getting his revenge. This sounds fucking terrible. This genuinely sounds fucking awful. Alright, what do we got here? A lot of isekai in the summer season this year. Isekai Shikaku. No longer allowed in another world. Okay, an adventure in another world with cute girls by your side and video game-like powers. Sounds like an anime fan's dream, right? Not so for melancholic author Osamu Dazai, who would quite literally prefer to drop dead. Video games haven't even been invented yet, and when he gets yanked into another world in 1948, really all the fantastical adventure he keeps running into is just getting in the way of his poetic dream of finding the perfect place to die. But no matter how much he risks his hide, everything seems to keep turning out okay. Follow a miserable hero like no other in this cheerfully bleak isekai comedy. This sounds fucking awful. Alright, moving on. Time to add nothing to my list. We got some stuff so far. Welcome, by the way, welcome, mate. How are you doing? We got some stuff so far. What have we added? We added the thing about the Russian girl. We added Tower of God, which was already added. We definitely didn't add any of this crap. We added something about a deer. It was like a deer girl. We added the deer girl thing. And we added a My Dress Up Darling ripoff. And we added this thing about this swordsman who goes to magic school who's getting bullied by his professor. So, and then we added this thing where this mage guy ends up he's like a human mage that gets isekai'd, and then he ends up on the demon army side, and he's like, whoop, can't let anyone know I'm human. I'm dreading work tomorrow. I do not have that problem. Other than that, I started the Tsukihime remake. How's that going? Water. The water kind of tastes terrible. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm tasting something in there. Might have to give it a good scrubbing, or hopefully there's nothing wrong with my water filter, because it's a new water filter. Undoubtedly the best looking visual novel I've ever read. That's good. Okay, Shoshimin series. Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary. Let's help each other and aim to become perfect, ordinary citizens. Kobuto once had a bitter experience through deduction activities known as wisdom work. What the fuck does that mean? Was determined to become an honest, humble citizen. He secretly formed a reciprocal relationship with his classmate, Osanai, who shared the same aspiration, planning to make their high school debut as ordinary citizens and lead peaceful days. However, for some reason, mysterious incidents and misfortunes keep coming one after another into their school lives. Will Kobuto and Osanai be able to achieve peaceful days as ordinary citizens? That sounds vaguely like that one mystery series that's people like, but's actually secretly not good. Hyoka? Hyoka. No, yeah, it was Hyoka. Wow, just fucking nailed it. Okay. I wasn't expecting to get it that quickly. Tsukihime was very much an indie game from 2000. I will be missing the janky-ass sex scenes because Natsu can't write sex to save his life. While not as heavily memed on his fate, the sex scenes in Tsukihime are just as bad. I've never read a good sex scene in anything, to be fair. So it might just be that sex scenes are inherently impossible to write properly. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. I haven't seen it, and therefore I'm declaring they don't exist. Ore wa subete wo pari. I'm sorry. I don't know. I started to do a fucking accent on that, and then I stopped because I recognized it as an English word, and it just came out as nonsense. Ore wa subete wo pari. Suru gyaku. Kanshigai no sekai saikyo wa bokinsha ni naritai. Natsu is a special kind of at writing sex scenes. That's fair enough. I parry everything. What is the original fucking name? I will parry all. The world's strongest man wanna be an adventurer. That's terrible. That's fucking awful. The Kingdom of Clays faces a dire crisis. I literally saw a YouTube short about this before starting this fucking stream. An assassination attempt has been made on its own Princess Lindbergh, and its neighboring countries eye the aftermath like staving vultures plotting the kingdom's downfall. The ensuing conflict will shape the face of the continent for centuries to come, but Nor doesn't have a clue about any of that. Having freshly arrived at the royal capital after a decade of rigorous isolated training at his mountain home, he's dead set on achieving his childhood dream of becoming an adventurer, even if the only skills he possesses are useless ones. Sure, he can parry thousands of swords in the span of a single breath, but everyone knows you need more than that if you want to be an adventurer. Our hero's road to making his dream come true will be long and arduous, but if there's one thing Nor's not afraid of, it's some good old-fashioned hard work. This sounds like complete dog shit. Alright, moving on. Megami no Cafe Terrace second season. The Cafe Terrace and its Goddesses second season. Now, I read the plot of this. I just don't remember when the original season came out. It came out in 2023. So there we go. All right, moving on to Shinmei-o-san, Bokensha Saikyo Party ni Shinu Hodo. Fuck off on this one. Kita era eta Muteki. No, it'd be Muteki ni Naru. Fuck off on that. The Osana newbie adventurer I trained to death by the most powerful party became invincible. Alright. It's common knowledge that wait. That just explained the fucking plot of fucking Kenichi. It's common knowledge that to become the best adventurer when you're as young as possible, because the magical power that is the basis of an adventurer's strength will hardly grow if you don't train it while you're young. But this man, Rick Gladiator, who became an adventurer when he was over 30 years old, had the combat power of an S-rank adventurer, the highest rank in the world. In fact, Rick has lived an unimaginable life with members of the legendary Halcon Fist, a party of the continent's strongest adventurers, from dragons to vampires. Rick's fighting prowess, trained by his literal monster mentors, allows him to defeat the latest adventurers, one after another, who try to underestimate him. That's just Kenichi. That is just straight fucking Kenichi. We have described Kenichi. Here are some highlights. Her body's perfect and completely unlike a man's from the side. If playing a flute, Arkrud takes me into her mouth. I pound her again and again like a boxer slamming a punching bag. Are my nerves damaged, or is being inside her that good? I want to come, but I can't. I want to climax, but I can't. It's some of the most unsexy shit I had to read. Alright, so I will have to say this. That comment is probably a violation of TOS made. So, I actually have to delete it. I understand, however. No further examples required. Boop. Alright. Senpai wa Otokonoko. Senpai is an Otokonoko. Makoto Honoka, a womanly second-year student, easily... Really? A womanly second-year student? Are you fucking serious with that fucking wordage? Easily attracts other people's attention. First-year student Saki Oi is no exception, and she falls in love with Makoto at first sight, having a vibrant and vigorous personality. She does... Isn't this the same fucking plot as Maria or whatever? What the fuck was it called? It was like Maria something, right? Yeah, Maria Holic. Isn't this the plot of Maria Holic? Does not hesitate to confess her feelings to her senior. However, Makoto differs significantly from the person Saki perceives. Makoto is not a girl, but rather a cross-dressing boy. Oh my god, who would have figured that out based on the title? After revealing his well-known secret to Saki, Makoto expects her to be disgusted. Surprisingly, she is instead captivated by this revelation. She's like, huh, interesting. I'm still in. Nevertheless, he still rejects her, but Saki's determination does not stop her from declaring that she will become his first love. With Saki and his childhood friend at his side, Makoto's world brightens, giving him strength and his struggle between his interests and expectations placed on him. Let's see. You think if I'd streamed with a mirror under my skirt, I'd be perfectly fine? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing it. You've heard it's bad, really? Okay, actually, go on, because I was considering adding it. What have you heard is bad about it? Like, what's wrong with it? Do you know? Here, we'll put it on the back burner for a second as we go to Nige Juzo no Wakagimi, the elusive samurai. Oh god, this looks bad. 8-year-old Tokiyuki Hojo, the next successor of the Kamakura shogunate, is a young boy lacking talent in everything besides hide and seek. One day, his carefree life is abruptly turned upside down, and the Takuji Ashikage brutally seized power from the Kamakuras, ending their reign. Rescued by self-proclaimed prophetic priest, Tokiyuki manages to escape his life. Now he must evade all those trying to kill him, while recruiting comrades who can help restore the Kamakura shogunate to its former glory. Set during the Nanboku-cho period of Japanese history, Nigejuzo no Wakagimi is a tale of redemption documenting the life of a forgotten hero that altered Japan's destiny by running away. So, I am completely unfamiliar with the Nanboku-cho period. Like, completely. Like, I have no fucking idea when this was. Like, I could not even give you a goddamn decade. I would have to assume 1300s, maybe? I'm gonna say 1300s. The Nanboku-cho period was, in fact, 1336 to 1392. I'm fucking right, because I know a weird amount about Japanese history. Like, for someone who does not go live in Japan, I know a weird amount of Japanese history, but not anything about 1336 to 1392, apparently. If you're wondering why I actually managed to guess the century, it was because I knew that the Warring States period was in around the 1500s, and the Warring States period ended with the as you progressed into the Edo period, ended with the Tokugawa shogunate, which continued on into the 1800s. So I knew that between the 1400s onward, I knew there could not have been a fucking Kamakura shogunate. And so it just became a fucking guess. And I know the Heian period was 900 something. So I knew it had to be between 900 and 1500. And the reason I went 13 specifically is because I believe 1400s was the time where Masamune lived. And I did not believe that was during the Nanboku-cho period. Although I could be fucking completely incorrect about when Masamune lived. But I believe Masamune lived in... Okay, I am completely wrong about when Masamune lived. So I got lucky, is what I'm saying. Because Masamune actually lived between 1264 and 1343, which means he actually did live during the Nanboku-cho. Some stories list his family name as Okazaki, but experts believe this is a fabrication to enhance the stereotype of the Tokugawa family. It's 100% that. It is. There is not a fucking second I believe that. When was Muramasa? Maybe I'm thinking of Marumasa. Maybe I can't fucking spell Marumasa. What in Marumasa? Muramasa? Muramasa. Okay, I was thinking of Muramasa. Alright. So first off, I got fucking lucky. Because I wasn't even thinking of the right goddamn swordsmith. But anyway. I'm trying to figure out what to say without giving away plot points. I mean, you can go ahead and spoil it. I'll say you can spoil it, and then I will tell people to not read chat. And then after I have read it internally, you know what? Fucking go for it. Fucking just do it. You know what? Who fucking cares? No one watches this anyway. Just go for it. Spoil it. Let me know. Anyway, I'm not watching this. This sounds not good. Atri, My Dear Moments. Let's see. In the near future, a sudden unexplained sea rise has left much of the human civilization underwater. Ikaruga Natsuki, a boy who lost his mother and his leg in an accident some years earlier, returns disillusioned from a harsh life in the big city to find his old countryside home half swallowed by the sea. Left without a family. Oh, okay, that's like a piece of dirt in my screen. I was like, what the fuck is that punctuation mark? All he has to his name is the ship and submarine left to him by his oceanologist grandmother and her debts. His only hope to restore the dreams for the future he has lost to take up the opportunity presented to him by the suspicious debt collector Catherine. They set sail to search the sunken ruins of his grandmother's laboratory in order to find treasure, rumors she says left there. But what they find is not riches or jewels. It is a strange girl lying asleep in a coffin at the bottom of the sea. Atri. It drags on and then ends on an open ending. Oh god, that sounds fucking terrible. All right. You've convinced me. Atri is a robot, but her appearance and her wealth of emotions would fool anyone into thinking she's a living, breathing human being. In gratitude for being salvaged, she makes a declaration to Natsuki. I want to fulfill my master's final order. Until I do, I'll be your leg. And a little town slowly being developed by the ocean, an unforgettable summer is about to begin for this boy and a mysterious road girl. The main character cross-dresses because they have mommy issues, and the other main is in love with him because she has daddy issues. Oh, that sounds fucking awful. All right, you know what? You've definitely convinced me. Wow, okay. See, this is why spoilers are important. Because if that was written as in the description, I wouldn't have considered it. I would have been off putting a meet. I've been like, oh, this sounds fucking terrible. Okay. Naze boku no sekai wo daremo obetenai no ka. That's a question, and I did not read that as a question. Why does nobody remember me in this world? Now, this seems like an interesting title. This sword he is wielding looks very similar to Asuna's Sword of the Exorcist from Nejima. Like, very, very similar to the Exorcist sword. Can I get an image of the Exorcist blade? Excuse me. Yeah. There. Okay, so here's 3 shots of the Exorcist blade. So this is when she uses the Exorcist blade against Setsuna. Because she ends up having a flashback to her old memories. And then I don't believe this is the first time the Exorcist blade is pulled, but I do think it is one of the first times. I think it's like the second or third time, and it's very jarring, because I believe she briefly pulls it and just no one fucking addresses it at one point during Kyoto or something like that, but I could be wrong about that. But if you look here, you'll notice that it has a very similar, like, sort of blade design. It looks like a combination of the Exorcist blade and also there's a lot more similarities when you compare it to Asuna's princess card. Right here. You can see the sort of like same like over like the blade integrated into the sword handle design like this. It's not quite as 1-to-1, because what this also looks like is a very specific keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. Let me see if I can find the keyblade I'm thinking of. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Starting to wonder if I've made up this Keyblade. I mean, it does look a bit like Oathkeeper, but I'm not talking about Oathkeeper. I remember like a cool icy looking one. But it's not being listed here, and I feel like it would have been. But I'm remembering that there was like a fucking... I might actually be thinking of a sword from Final Fantasy X. I might be thinking of a Final Fantasy X sword, actually. Now that I'm scrolling through this, I'm thinking of a Final Fantasy X sword, I think. Oh, wait, hold on, unless it's this one. It looks similar, but I don't think that's the one I'm thinking of. I've not kept up with Demon Slayer anime, and because I read the manga and I'm not interested in the anime enough to keep up as it comes out, but I was waiting for Infinity Castle because it's the best arc of the manga, and I learned Ufotable is splitting it into 3 movies. Yes, I have heard that. I have not kept up with the Demon Slayer anime because I am stuck watching 2020 anime, and I haven't gotten to 2021 yet. And also, I kind of don't care, if I'm being honest, because I didn't really like... I kind of don't like Demon Slayer, but I'm sort of holding out hope it gets better. Uh, if I'm being honest with you, I'm kind of hoping it improves over time. I'm not seeing this fucking Keyblade. I actually think it was like a Final Fantasy. Wait. No. Yeah, I'm actually thinking it might have been a weapon from like Final Fantasy X, but it looks like Lightning's gunblade, specifically from Final Fantasy 13, specifically Lightning's gunblade and not Squall's gunblade. Anyway, um, it could be totally original. I'm just saying it seems like there was some inspirations taken, which is not wrong, but it seems like. Anyway, in a time when a great war between 5 rival races for supremacy on Earth ended with humanity's victory, led by the hero Cid. Oh shit, we got a race war. Race war! The world suddenly gets overwritten right before the eyes of a boy named Kai. In this rewritten world, Kai witnesses humanity's defeat in the war as a result of Cid's absence, where dragons and demons now rule the land, and Kai himself has become a forgotten existence to all humans. However, after encountering the mysterious girl Renee, Kai resolves to break free from the rewritten fate in a world without a hero. He inherits a sword and martial skills of the hero, Cid, and challenges the powerful enemy races that dominate the land. That sounds good. That sounds good. I'm on board with that, actually. That sounds totally watchable. I like that. I like the manga, and I enjoyed the first 2 seasons, but I have no desire to watch the other seasons. Being slowly and annoyingly milked out, and it's not doing it any favors. The manga's relatively short, isn't it? Boku no Suma wa kanjo ga nai. My wife has no emotion. Takuma is a single guy who does nothing but go to work and come home. Too tired to do chores, he decides to get a robot to cook and keep house. Mina-chan is good housekeeper. Takuma jokes that she should become his wife. Mina takes Takuma's joke seriously, and slowly the two start doing more things together, like having picnic outside. As time goes by, Takuma starts to fall for Mina, but can a human and a robot ever have an equal, loving relationship? That is Chobits. That is the plot of Chobits. You have arrived at Chobits. Okay, moving on. I'm waiting for Witch on the Holy Night. That's all I want to see from Ufotable right now. I am... which is what? Specifically? What is that? Is that the Tsukihime remake? Oh, it's some... It's a... okay. It's like a... It's like another Type Moon visual novel. Gotcha. All right. Is that make heroin or make heroin? I'll say make. Make heroin ga Osu Giru. Which on the Holy Night is a prequel to Garden of Sinners and Tsukihime. Oh, okay. Makine, too many losing heroines. Kazuhiko Nukumizu, a self-proclaimed background character, accidentally witnessed his popular classmate Ana Yanami being rejected by her childhood friend. Since then, Kazuhiko has become involved with several loser heroines, including Ana. That could be an interesting idea. I am reluctant. This is one of those anime where, like, I would pick one of the girls, and if my girl doesn't win, I would be very upset. Is the problem. Like, that sounds sort of like where I would be at that. Do we know who wins? It's still going. So we will never know who wins. We'll never find out. Well, if we never find out, then I'm on board. It's something Nasu wrote in high school after watching Evangelion, and I imagine that the original version he wrote in high school is insanely unreadable trash. The actual... let's see. Oh, did I actually add this? I did. Okay. Madagoshi, Dahlia wa Utsumu Kanai. Dahlia in Bloom, crafting a fresh start with magical tools. This is an anime about an artificer. After dying of overwork in Japan, Dahlia is reborn into a world filled with magic. Raised by a master of magical tool making, she develops a passion for the craft and becomes engaged to her father's apprentice. Oh, hold up. But before her father can see her wed, he suddenly passes away. As if it weren't enough, on the day before her wedding, her fiancé announces that he's in love, but not with her. Oh. Dahlia finally realizes she needs to live for herself. She vows to be her own woman from now on and devote herself to her craft, even if not quite the quiet life she was hoping for. From a chance encounter with a knight to starting her own company, there are challenges aplenty on the horizon, but this young craftswoman is no longer a shrinking violet. She's Dahlia, and she's ready to bloom. Okay, well that... it's a little bit of a forced pun there, but, I like that it's like she encounters a knight, she's crazy, she's an artificer, she starts a company. Like, that sounds cool. This sounds like this could go in a really interesting direction. I'm on board. One thing I'm concerned about is who the fuck are Typhoon Graphics? They have not made a single fucking thing I have ever goddamn heard of. I believe I've heard of Imagica Infos, but I could not pote. Yeah, I've heard of Imagica Infos because they did the Alchemy Apothecary Diaries. Wow, 8.9 on Apothecary Diaries. See, I can call them. I know what anime are gonna be good. Granted, I throw so many darts at a fucking random ass board. I'm bound to land eventually. Okay. Katsute maho shoujo to aku wa tekitai shite ita. The magical girl and the evil lieutenant used to be arch enemies. The manga tells the story of Miura, who leads an evil organization trying to take over the world and everything. Earth is under attack, but a magical girl named Byakuya Mimori stands up to Miura's group. As they face off something unexpected, Miura falls in love with Mimori. Interesting. Comedy, fantasy, romance, demographic shonen, Maho Shoujo themed. Alright. Based on a manga by Koka Fujiwara, who did Inu X Boku. Interesting. Okay, you know what? Yeah, actually, I have hopes for this. Alright. What do we got here? Mob, Kara, Hajimaru, Tansaku, Eiyutan, a nobody's way up to an exploration hero. Meet Kaito Takagi, your typical high schooler with a low profile. Then he gets hit by a truck and gets fucking isekai'd. He spends his day exploring dungeons in Japan. He explores dungeons in Japan. I stand corrected, show. I was not expecting this. Hunting slimes for some extra cash. On the side, he quietly admires his childhood friend, the popular girl in class. One day, a rare golden slime shows up, and after Kaido defeats it, he finds a super valuable item, a card that can summon mythical beatings. He decides to use it and summons a stunning warrior maiden. Now Kaito has a chance to rise above his ordinary explorer life. Get ready for a modern fantasy story filled with battles. See, that's less interesting, but I do like this character design. So, there is that. But anyway, what do we got here? We have Isekai, Yururi, Kiko, fuck off, Kosodate Kosodate Shinagara. Kosudate Shinagara. Bokensha Shimasu. Sounds like every light novel written since 2016. A journey through another world raising kids while adventuring. I'm terribly sorry. A god was suddenly prostrating in front of Kayano Takumi. He was apparently killed by mistake. That is how Isekai Smartphone starts. Moreover, he can't be reborn again. However, according to God, he would be able to live in a different world. But he made a mistake again and transferred him into a dangerous forest. This is just Smartphone. Where he finds a pair of children and decides to take care of them. This is just Smartphone. This is just Smartphone without the Smartphone. Which, honestly, kind of ruins the point of making Smartphone. Alright. Ooh, we got a boys' love. Ooh. Tasugare out of focus. Twilight out of focus. In front of a camera, roommates Mao, Tsuchiya, and Hisashi Otomo make 3 promises. Mao must not tell anyone Hisashi is gay and in a relationship with another man. Hisashi must never fall in love or make any advances on Mao, and one must not disturb the other's personal time. Thus begins their 2nd year of cohabitation. However, everything starts to crumble when the film club, of which Mao is a member, wants to cast Hisashi in the lead role for their upcoming movie. The problem arises with the movie's plot, as it's about boys' love, a romance between a delinquent and the class president. Mao is adamant to dissuade Hisashi from becoming the protagonist due to their first promise, but to his surprise, Hisashi is easily convinced by the director. After imagining Hisashi as the delinquent he is playing, Mao becomes overly conscious of his presence. He knows Hisashi is just a friend and out of his reach, but Mao cannot keep lying to himself anymore. His feelings toward his roommate may no longer be purely platonic. Alright, real talk. Obviously, I'm not a Shonen Ai fan. I think everyone knows that. But like, if this was not a boys' love story, if this was more of like a hetero focused romance, or if this was like a Yuri, this still sounds fucking terrible. Like, can we address that? This sounds like the most generic bullshit ever. VTuber Nandaga Haishin Kiri Wasuretera Densetsu ni Nateta. VTuber legend, how I went viral after forgetting to turn off my stream. 20-year-old wage slave Yuki Tanaka now works among her idols, the streamers of Live On, one of Japan's top idol companies, as the gorgeous, polite Awayuki Kokorone delivers only the most ladylike content. Unfortunately, her subscriber count and savings are at rock bottom. One evening, after Yuki thinks she ended her stream, she cracks a few cold ones. Oh no, she changed from being a Japanese VTuber to a Western VTuber. The worst fall off, and more than a few crude jokes while watching Live On's video archives. But her viewers hear it all, and clips of her body, drunken commentary go viral overnight. Yuri thinks her career is over until her manager reveals that everyone at Live On has been waiting for her to snap all along and gives her free range to drink on stream. Okay, I want to be very clear. This would never happen. This would never happen. Now free of all feigned purity, she jumps right into her new rowdy drunk character and is welcomed into the fold by her fellow live-on VTubers, who turn out to be just as crazy as she is. With her views and finances skyrocketing, Yuki's work for her first time in her life is actually fun. Okay, I need to be very clear. First off, yes, I'm going to watch this. Japanese VTuber companies will lock you the fuck in, and they keep a very tight leash on their VTubers. This is something that would definitely happen in a sort of more Western focused company, but I have trouble imagining one of the top VTuber companies in Japan just giving someone complete carte blanche. All right, what do we got here? Not to say that there haven't been rowdy VTuber streams coming out of Japan, but them just saying completely cut loose, I don't see that happening. Yeah, I don't see someone completely getting let off the leash. Koe wa futago da wari kirenai. Love is indivisible by twins. Go on. Jun, Shirasaki, and Jingyuji sisters are childhood friends and neighbors. When Jun's first girlfriend, the older sister Ryumi, breaks up with him, she says something that complicates the three's relationship, their first love, and their romance. This is a comedy, romance, love polygon school. Alright, so basically the twins have a thing for him, is where I'm guessing this goes. And so I'm out. They're cute, though. What do we got here? We got Elf-san wa Yasa... Oh, fuck. Yase Rarenai... Or plus-sized elf. Oh, hold on. Didn't I want to read this manga? No. No, I had this manga recommended to me, though. Noe-kun, a massage therapist, is about to head home for the day when he's saddled with a rather strange patient. This lovely lady has emerald eyes, pointy ears, and grew up in the forest. Everything about her screams elf, except for one thing, her bodacious body. It turns out she left her world, but loves junk food in this one, and now her obsession has caught up with her. Can Noe-kun help this lovable elf girl lose weight and keep it off? Oh, okay. So they're going to be, working out and stuff? Okay, no, that actually sounds fun. Also, 11-minute episodes. You sold me on 11-minute episodes, actually. Hold up. You weren't telling me about 11-minute episodes. All right. I guarantee you this is fetish bait, and she's just going to end up fatter at the end. I guarantee you that's where I can feel it in my fucking bones. Okay, Kono Sekai wa Fukanzen Sugeru. Quality assurance in another world. That is a goddamn cell phone. Nicola is just a village girl working at an inn until the day dragons invade, and she meets Haga, a scholar of everything around him. He's a part of an elite society called Seeker, created to address a series of maladies plaguing their usually peaceful world. But both Nicola and Haga have secrets they hide, one that will change each other's very existence. Excuse me. Yeah, it looks and sounds bad. Okay. Delico's nursery. Hold up. I kind of like the character designs, if I'm being honest. I kind of like the character designs. What do we got? Sell me on it, baby. Sell me on it. I want to watch this. What do we got? Delico is an aristocrat from a prestigious Delico family and an elite member of the Blood Pact Council who has a promising future. He's ordered to carry out a certain mission by the Blood Pact Council, the highest governing body of vampires. Alright? Is this just Promised Neverland? Badeli flatly refuses. When Gerhard, Dino, and Henrique, who are frustrated fellow members of the Diet go to try to persuade Adali. They find Dali cradling a young child by himself. Meanwhile, a mysterious series of murders targeting vampires occur in the streets. There seems to be some sort of past connection between Dali and the antisocial organization Pendulum, which is believed to be the mastermind. With all our blood and pride, let's show that we can achieve both duty and child-rearing. A tale of noblesse oblige, childcare struggles by vampire aristocrats. Will it be possible to balance the splendid Gothic world with careless child-rearing that takes pride in? So this is a vampire fantasy daycare with political intrigue in the background. Of course I'm gonna watch that. Are you fucking kidding me? Of course I'm gonna watch that. Get out of here. Fucking stop. Alright, we have Bye Bye Earth. In a world of anthropomorphic animals, Mel LeBlanc was born as the only human being. Having no fangs, fur, or scales, she was called Faceless, and she lived a lonely life with no one else she could identify with. I want to be part of the world. With such longing in her heart, she decides to set out a journey and find her roots, carrying the Runding, a great sword as tall as she is. She doesn't know how many adversaries await her along the way. I want to be so very clear. A greatsword as tall as you are is not, like, that's most greatswords. I just want to be so clear. Do not oversell that. Now, the thickness, this is very much a gut situation where, like, the Dragon Slayer isn't actually that long. But it's super unnecessarily thick and wide. It looks more like one of those situations. We have Dungeon no Nakahito. Dungeon people. Let's see. An unexplored dungeon filled with monsters and traps, an expert thief searching for her lost father. When Clay drives into the dungeon deeper than any adventurer has ever gone, she's offered a job by the dungeon's caretaker. Now, instead of exploring, Clay must learn how to interview new monsters, set traps and position slimes around the dungeons. Will this new career path bring her any closer to finding her father? This reminds me of a Tecmo game. I want to call it Deception, but I want to call it Deception because I believe that's the name of it, even though I don't think the fucking name makes sense. Yep, Deception. This reminds me of Deception. Anyway, I'm in. That sounds entertaining. What do we got here? Moving on to Nanare Hanenare. Nanare, cheer for you. Oh, is it about... This is a PA Works sports anime about cheerleading. If one of the girls do not break their leg, I'm going to be so severely disappointed because cheerleading is the most dangerous sport. The feeling of wanting to cheer someone on, where does it come from? 6 high school girls with diverse hobbies, skills, and personalities, each carrying their own worries. They run, shout, collide, daydream. When the desire to support aligns, their cheers resonate in the hearts of those involved. The support of these 6 high school girls from Gunma might just change the world. A little bit? You're talking about Tecmo's Deception on PS1. I was talking about Tecmo's Deception on PS1. I was actually talking about the franchise as a whole, but I was talking about that game, yes. Okay, this is by Kodai Kakimoto. It's original, so the director matters. This is by Koei Kakimoto, who has directed Bang Dream, also Bang Dream, also Bang Dream, also Bang Dream, more Bang Dream, and Cyborg 009. He also wrote it. Well, alright. Who else? What else has he written? Alright, so this is his first outing. There's more than just Tecmo's Deception. Yeah, there's 5 of them. I think the last one was on, like, PS3 or something, wasn't it? Yeah, It is Tecmo's Deception Invitation to Darkness, Kagaro Deception 2, Deception 3 Dark Delusion, Trapped, which is a spin-off game, Deception 4 Blood Ties, and Deception 4 Nightmare Princess, and it was PlayStation 3. Yep, that was right, yeah. 4 came out on PS3. Honestly, okay, I like PA Works, but I am reluctant to watch a PA Works sports anime. Am I crazy? Is that me? It just seems like it's not a good combination. It just seems like I would not want PA Works on sports. We have Shy second season. Shy has grown up a little after fighting with Amalaric, led by the mysterious boy Stigma. When she returns to Japan, she meets a girl named Tanoji, who has run away from her ninja village. I tell Shy that she left her village to chase members of fuck it, who cares? Meanwhile, an incident occurs in Tokyo. Is suddenly enveloped in a black ball. It just disappears. It's just fucking gone. The heroes are dispatched to rescue Tokyo. Interesting. I already had Shy Season 1, and it's a 2023 anime. So I'll probably check out Season 2, if Season 1 is worth watching. This is Mayonaka Punch. I kind of like this girl's, live or live. I kind of like this girl's fucking crazy-ass facial expression. Meet Masaki, the now former member of the popular NewTuber group, Harakiri Sisters, after a career setback, aka getting fired unexpectedly via a live stream. She joins forces with Live, a partner with superhuman abilities. Together, they aim to create a sensational content and reach 1 million subscribers. Will they reach their constant dreams or be hit with the block button? I am on board. I can see so much fucking... This is also PA Works, but this seems more like something I think PA Works can land. Who fucking directs this? This is Shu Honma, who also directed PA Works dropping 2 anime this season? Just this. He made this. Okay, well, fuck it. Who cares? I'm on board. Doesn't matter. I'm on board. Did I remember to add this? Did I add it? I added it. Okay. What do we got? We got Tasuketsu. There's so many fucking anime this season. Holy shit. I can't believe I'm still doing this. How long has this fucking stream been going? An hour, and we're not even to movies yet. Holy shit. All right. Tasuketsu, or Tatsuketsu, Fate of the Majority. The story follows a group of 5 in a world where people have suddenly disappeared. A mysterious self-proclaimed emperor gathers 5 people through anonymous messages and have them participate in a game. Participating to answer the question, do you want to live or die? The game only has one rule: majority dies. Have I read this, or I've read something very similar to this? I read something similar to this. This doesn't sound good. This just does not sound like a thing I want to watch. All right, what do we got? We got Sengoku Yuko Senma Konton Hin. I read that wrong, and I just straight don't care. This is the sequel to 2024 winter anime, which I already read. So, moving on. What do we got? We got Tensui no Sukuna Hime. She looks so fucking cute. Sukuna of Rice and Ruin. Is this based on a video game? It is based on a video game. Yes. Spoiled Harvest goddess Sukuna finds herself banished from her... I believe you can buy the game on Steam. That's why I was aware of it. This is also PA Works. PA Works, you did not need to fund the entire summer season of anime. Spoiled Harvest goddess Sukuna finds herself banished from her opulent celestial home to an island overrun with demons and an untamed wilderness. She must rediscover her birthright as the daughter of warrior god and the harvest god by gathering the elements, fighting monsters, and cultivating rice, the source of her power. By her side in this forbidding place is her guardian Tama and a group of outcast humans. Together, these unlikely companions must join hands to tame both the soil and the demons of Hinoe Island. Alright, so... I actually think I have this game wishlisted on Steam, so I'll just play the game I'll just play the game, is what's going on with that. Ramen Akineko. Meet Tamako, who found her way into an interview at a ramen shop run solely by cats. When the feline manager asks if she likes cats, Tamako admits that she's actually more of a dog person. Yes, only to be hired on the spot. But her job description isn't quite what she expects. Rather than serving ramen, she is now a dedicated cat caretaker. Alright, so basically this is the best girl in all of anime. She runs into a magic cat cafe. You like cats? No. You're fucking hired. What do we got? We got Grandizer U. We're starting to reach the bottom now. Duke Fleet is a survivor of Fleet Planet who escaped to the Earth on board a mysterious spaceship, in quotation marks for some reason, where is... I don't know who wrote this, but the comma should probably go inside of the... where is raised by Dr. Uman as his adoptive son and is known as Daisuke Uman. Years after his arrival, he's faced with the threat of King Vega and his army who want to conquer the Earth. With his friends Koji and Hikaru and later his younger sister Maria Grace, Duke decides to fight back using his best weapon, the almighty Grandizer. This sounds like a Super Robo anime. This sounds like a throwback to a Super Robo anime. Although, considering that there are profile images that look very, very old, I bet this was an actually, 1975 fucking Super Robo anime, right in the fucking Robo boom. I knew it. I could tell it. I could look at it. I'm like, this is literally just... why are they remaking this? This was based on a manga. Why are they remaking? Is this like a Dororo situation where they're just like, or is this a full on remake, or is this a Dororo situation where they're gonna change literally everything about it? Either way, fuck off, Super Robo. Anyone who thinks isekai is bad has no idea how fucking all consuming the Super Robo boom was. Zero Saiji Start Dash Monogatari. Lilia, the newborn daughter of the Marquis, has the memories of her previous life. With a cheat-like gamer knowledge, she aims to become the strongest girl in this new other world. But she's like 2? That's awful. I mean, that's awful. No, that's awesome. I'm on board. Are you fucking kidding me? What do we got here? We got Kinnikuman. Ooh, good to see they're still dropping some Kinnikuman. Kinnikuman, Kanpaki Chojin Shiso Hen. Kinnikuman, the perfect origin arc. Prince Kinnikuman, who came to Earth from Kinnikukusei, a planet at the end of the universe, was always ridiculed by humans as useless Chojin. However, by chance, he was given the right to participate in the Chojin World Cup, a tournament to determine the world's best Chojin. And by a miracle, he won the championship. The following year, he even won it again. Since then, he has become a central figure among the Seigei Chojin, who protects the peace of the Earth. He's managed to defeat the raging forces of the enemies, including Akuma Chojin, who plans to rule the world, and Perfect Chojin, who aims to wipe out the weak Chojin on Earth. With the power of friendship and his friends, including Terryman and Robin Mask, in recognition of his achievements, Kinnikuman wins the survival match for the Kinnikukusei throne. The final test of his career, and is crowned the 58th great king of Kinnikukusei. He returned home to his home planet from Earth, got married, and said goodbye to 8 years of fighting. About a year and a half later, the entire universe was supposed to be at peace. I feel like I've heard that premise before. It is relatively similar to the plot of Mushoku Tensei and to the plot about the little boy who like reincarnates himself and keeps all of his like super magic powers. So, oh, interesting. So this is supposed to take place between Kinnikuman Tusei. And so this is like adapting, I assume, an arc from the manga that was just not finished. That's actually interesting. I never got super far into Kinnikuman, though. Cardfight Vanguard Divines Season 2. This is the second season of Cardfight Vanguard Divines. I don't know what you want from me. Excuse me, which came out in 2024. What do we got here? We got Yami Shibai 13, which is the 13th season of Yami Shibai, which I straight up cannot believe is still airing, considering everyone said it fell off after like the third season. We have Marui Kanjo to Zenin na Kareshi. The romantic comedy follows Mariko, a plus-size nurse who loves to eat. Having no love experience, she thinks her love is devoid of love until she meets a handsome man named Nagi at a group date that she's invited to. Nagi then asks her out on a date. All right. That could be cute. It's 11 minutes. 6 episodes, 11 minutes? Hold up. You've sold me. You've sold me by your runtime. All right, this is Agumi Legacy. Oh my god, we're finally almost done. Holy shit. No synopsis is available about Agumi Legacy. But there appears to be a baboon wearing a red Speedo with a star head holding an ice cream. So I think that says all you need to know about it. It's based on a card game, apparently. Never mind. Now I am confused. Okay. Harimaware Koinu second season, which is the second season, of course, of Harimaware Koinu, which came out in 2024, and I already read. So we're fucking moving on to Jochum. Jochum. Looks like some sort of Sanrio anime. Jochum. Okay, welcome to Gendai Goyaku. Modern mistranslation. Which is something. It's something. I'll never be able to fucking find it anyway. Alright, TV continuing, moving on, blah 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 blah. What do we got? We got O&As, baby. Kimi ni Todoka, third season. Ha! In your fucking dreams will I watch this. Alright, Monogatari series, Off and Monster season. After graduating from high school, the story of Koyomi Araragi came to an end. This time, it truly ended. However, the story of the girls who were saved by Araragi was not over. It is a prequel, or perhaps a sequel, to their struggles in youth. Of fucking course I'm watching this. Of fucking course. Get the fuck out of here. Obviously, I'm going to watch this. Not only am I going to watch this, but for those who don't know, I have an interest stack on MAL. It is a publicly available interest stack, which is, in fact, the that's for sure wrong. Every chronological order series you see is absolutely wrong, unless it is by me, which is right here, where I have, in excruciating detail, explained how to watch this fucking series in chronological order. And so I will be, of course, adding Off and Monster season. Kengan Ashura Season 2 Part 2. I decided to stick with Kengan Ashura, didn't I, for Season 2? I did add it. Yes, it was just a 2023 anime, so I never got around to it. Yeah, so I'll probably watch this when I watch Season 2. So, that'll be a fun time. Alright, what do we got? We got Yaosin Gangnim, which looks Korean. True Beauty. Tired of being looked down on, down upon for her unattractive appearance, middle schooler Lim Jugyong. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry to the entire country of South Korea. If I am not good at pronouncing Japanese, and my Chinese is a fucking nightmare, there is a zero. I cannot even properly wrap my head around how the words in Korean form. Like, this is one of the worst ones. Lim Jugyong turns to the transformative powers of makeup. First, she experiments with BB cream, lip tint, and eyeliner. Then she begins using mascara, double eyelid glue, and colored contracts. Before she knows it, Jugyong goes from being a girl who's bullied for her ugliness to being praised as a high school beauty. Constantly surrounded by those who adore her goddess-like appearance, Jugyong can now live a more comfortable life at school. She simply has to keep her bare face a secret. However, everything changes when the new transfer student, Lee Suho, enters her life. Not only does the handsome Suho become immediately popular among their peers, but in a chance encounter, he also becomes the only classmate of Jugyong's to see her face beneath the makeup. With her reputation on the line, Jugyong must do whatever it takes to hide the truth about her appearance from the rest of her classmates. But the more time she spends with Suho, the more Jugyong finds herself questioning whether one's true beauty lies solely in their looks. It doesn't, but it's certainly a factor. Honestly, I mean, clearly her, like, she doesn't look bad outside of the makeup, but she is a bombshell with the makeup, which I think is sort of the point. But what I am also saying is, like, you can fucking paint a pig, right? And it's still gonna look like a pig, is what I'm saying. So if she, like, goes to, like, hottest chick in school just because she's become skilled at makeup, first off, there's a talent to that, and also it means her foundation was clearly not that bad in the first place, right? Like, if the best makeup artist in the world, unless we're talking, like, prosthetics or something, could apply their makeup to, like, the ugliest person in the world, and it's not gonna fucking make them not ugly, is what I'm saying. So she's clearly not that ugly. So I don't buy the fucking concept, and I think the anime is too judgmental. I guess it's not an anime, it's Korean. I guess the Korea show is too judgmental. Yin Yan Yong Heng, 3rd season. A Will Eternal, 3rd season. I feel like I fucking talked about this at some point. 2022, baby. Alright, what do we got? We got Wei Liao Ju Wanji. Sure. Fucking why not? Men Ki, a social animal working as an office worker, was so bored in the first half of her life that she doubted her life, but in the second half of her life she will die of boredom. How can Earth heroine who faces the threat of death every day but continues to go to work, and the alien hero who is enthusiastic and wants to save her but is not very good at it, overcome boredom with live with a smile? And live with a smile. Wow, that sounds like fucking nothing. Alright, moving on. Alright, we got Baisei Shandian. No fucking clue. Probably Chinese, though. Alright, what do we got? Baifan Shenla. Alright, Shanla, special investigator of the Bureau of Paranormal Investigation. Oh, yeah, we've read this before. Or we read the previous season. Of the Pole Bureau of the Mysterious Incident Management Agency, was seriously injured in the execution of his mission. When he was about to die, he accepted the inheritance of Wu Rendai, the director of the 6th office, a seat containing mysterious power. After regaining consciousness, Wu Rendai's senior brother, Guangren, accepted him as his disciple. In order to find the fragments of the Tanli diagram, Shenlag, after going through the Taishan Wolf Tomb, Energy Backlash Foundation conspiracy, and other incidents, was finally recognized by the Wu Rendai and received the ancient artifacts, Twin Swords of Crime and Punishment, given to him. At the same time, the problem of the insider in the polling bureau became more complicated and confusing, and Shanla and her partner of Sun Deshing went into battle again. Koneko no Chi, Ponponra, Natsu Yasumi, which is the 2nd season of whatever the fuck I just said. And season 1 came out in 2018. Haha! Which means I've read the description, which there wasn't one, actually. We just looked at that. Alright, we got Guizhang Shou. Nailed it. Wai Ren, a college graduate who accidentally led a world he never thought existed by a cat. When he was trying to find a way to return home, he learned that the only train that could take him back to the human world would only arrive in half a year. He could only temporarily live in the shop run by Mao Mao Yaya. Guizhang Sale? I no fucking clue. Just when life seemed to be settling down, Wai Ren unexpectedly discovered that no matter where he went, dragon scales would appear. And every time the dragon scales appear, it would cause completely different, strange effects. Sure. You know what? At least it's not about cultivation. Erlong Shenhai Jailong, God with 3 eyes. Zero information about that. Moving on. Okay, we have Zuizu 2nd season. Zuizu? I have no fucking clue. Which is the 2nd season of My Heroic Husband, which came out in 2023, so we don't need to talk about it. Moving on to Kangyuan 2 Dong Ning Fu Fanwei Pian. Nailed it. Demon Hunter Dongging Mansion Special, which is a sequel to something that came out in 2023, so we don't need to talk about it. On to Long Zhao Ren. Fang Jingkong and Sirui suddenly found themselves living in a cosmic cage, and they wanted to escape back to the real world. However, facing the absolute control of the author, the two were forced to flee in an unpredictable world of the story. Now, this would be good, and I would watch it if it didn't involve going to Billy, and watching something in Chinese. So, moving on to Jijing Sushi, or Roommates. By Junyan, a neighbor's white lotus with the fragrance of tea. Liu Ben, a flower of wealth in the world with eyes higher than the top. The two drama queens were assigned to the same dormitory and joined the same drama club. In front of them, there appeared the sophomore drama club senior and iceberg male god Gao Shu and his mysterious roommate Ouyang, who is highly socially afraid. At this point, the actors on the stage have gathered. Will they take their masks and be honest, treat each other, or will they show each other special powers and create campus drama of intrigue? We have made it to Xiaoyan Bai Ma Zui Chun Feng, second season, or The Young Brewmaster's Adventure, second season, which is a sequel to something in 2022, so I don't have to read it. Moving on to the movies. We're almost done, everyone. Overlord, movie 3. I wasn't unaware that there were Overlord movies, actually. Overlord, The Sacred Kingdom. The Sacred Kingdom has enjoyed a great many years without war thanks to the colossal wall constructed after a historic tragedy. They understand best how fragile peace can be. When the terrible demon, I'm gonna go Yeldabaoth, takes to the field at the head of a united army of monstrous tribes, the Sacred Kingdom's leaders know their defenses are not enough. With the very existence of the country at stake, the pious have no choice but to seek help wherever they can get it, even if it means breaking the taboo and parleying with the undead king of the nation of darkness. Overlord movie 3 adapts novels 12 and 13. Oh, interesting. Season 4 adapts 10, 11, and 14. Okay, so it goes 10, 11, and then they skipped these two for this movie, and then they're making the movie, and then they're going to 14. I guess because they wanted to tell the whole story. I'm guessing the reason for this is because this arc was awkwardly inserted into the middle of of the war arc, and they decided not to deal with that. But that means we're going back before the kingdom falls, then, right? Because the princess isn't a demon yet. Interesting. All right, yeah, I'll check it out. I'm on that Overlord shit. Let's find out. All right, moving on. Boku no Hero Academia movie 4. You're next. Honestly, it's not canon. Who the fuck cares anyway? Moving on to Mononoke movie, Karakase. I actually tried to watch Mononoke, and I couldn't because it has this sort of haze over the front of it in the foreground, and the way the patterns work just sort of fuck with me. I can't stand to look at it. I'll probably try and give it a better watch at some point. But Kimi no Airo, The Colors Within. Totsuko, a high school student with the ability to see the colors of others, colors of bliss, excitement, and serenity, plus a color she treasures as her favorite. Kimi, a classmate at her school, gives off the most beautiful color of all. Although she does not play an instrument, Totsuko forms a band with Kimi and Rui, a quiet music enthusiast they meet at a used bookstore in a far corner of town. As they practice at an old church on a remote island, music brings them together, forming friendships and stirring affections. Will they discover their true colors? Is this a Yuri? Sounds like a Yuri. Is this a Yuri? Oh, no, this is a love triangle. Oh, fuck off. Love Live Najigasaki Gakuen School Idol Dokokai Kanketsuhen. They are, going in on Najigasaki. A 3-part theatrical screening of Love Live Najigasaki School Idol Club. Oh, no, this is just the movie version of the actual anime. I was going to be man, they are fucking vested with Najigasaki. To be fair, I would say Najigasaki has... But this is final chapter. Huh. Well, anyway, when we get to 2022, yeah, they're going all in with fucking Najigasaki though. I guess they are convinced that it is gonna. I guess they have a lot of faith in it. Yamato yo Towa ni Rebel 3199. This is a sequel to fucking Battleship Yamato? What the fuck? Yeah, wow, it goes all the fucking way back. That's nuts. Okay. Alright, well, I guess they're making a fucking another Battleship Yamato in fucking 2024. Bakaneko Anzo-chan. Ghost Cat Anzu. Karin, 11 years old, is abandoned by her father and her grandfather's house, the monk of a small town in the Japanese countryside. Her grandfather asks Anzu, his jovial and helpful, although rather capricious ghost cat, to look after her. The meeting of their strong characters causes sparks, at least at the beginning. Alright, what do we got here? We've got Token Ranbukai, Dodin Chikashi Habara Uminora, a prequel movie to Token Ranbukai Kyoden Moyoru Honoji, which came out in 2024 and adapts the stage play. Okay. Well, there we go, I guess. Alright, what do we got here? We got wonderful Precure movie Doki Doki Game no Sekai de ne Boken. I cannot fucking believe Precure is still going. There's almost 900 episodes of Precure, by the way, for those who are unaware of how fucking long Precure is going. Zagapane STA. The sequel to Zagapane, which came out in 2006, and I've never fucking heard of it. Excuse me. Average high school student Kyo Soguru is an avid swimmer living in beautiful Maihama City. He spends his days hanging out with his friends, swimming and playing games. However, his normal life turns upside down when a beautiful, mysterious girl named Shizuno Misaki approaches him with a strange request: jump into the school's pool together. This fateful leap transports Kyo into a war-torn world where human pilot impressive humanoid robots known as Zegas to fight against malicious aliens known as Guard Orm. The spearhead in this endeavor, humans have formed Cerebrum, a rebel organization working to prevent Guard Orms from eradicating humankind. As Kyo participates in combat operation, meets his fellow Zega pilots, and witnesses countless deaths, he begins to question the true nature of this world as well as his own. Huh. I have heard of this. And that actually sounds familiar. I'm almost wondering if I've seen this. Hold on, I'm going to click a spoiler. I legitimately might have already seen this, actually. Hold up. I'm going to add this, not because it sounds good, but because I think I've already watched it, and I want to make sure I've already watched it. If that makes any sense. Because I think I've seen this. But I was very long time ago. Okay, Sutopuri movie. Hajimari no Monogatari, Strawberry School Festival. An anime movie based on the boy band Strawberry Prince. Unfamiliar. Moving on. Bai Shi 3, Fu Sheng. This is a sequel to this, which came out in 2021, which means I've already read this synopsis. So we're moving on to Crayon Shinshan Movie 32, or Itachi no Kyoyoniki. Fuck yes. More Shinshan. This one looks not 3D, so that's pretty baller. Oh, I don't have... Oh, okay. Because I didn't end up watching the 2022 one yet. Yeah, alright. Alrighty. Movie 29 was fucking fantastic, by the way. Okay, Kunikuman, Kanpeki Chojin Shiso Hen Episode 0, Kunikuman Perfect Origin Arc Episode 0, which is, of course, the prequel to the new show that's coming out. Okay, we're done, actually. We did it. We made it to the bottom. It only took us fucking forever. It only took us an hour and a half. Actually, that's really not that bad. All right, so what are we looking at? We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 is not bad, actually, for an anime season. What do we got for O&As? 17. Probably 18, let's be real, but 17 for sure. Yeah, 17, 18, I'd say 19. Probably 20. Yeah, yeah, looks like summer's really looking up this year as opposed to last year. So I think we're going to wrap because obviously we're going to wrap. There's nothing else to fucking do. So, all right. Yeah, like I said, I was going to stream tomorrow. I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow. So I will let you all know. I want to say Friday. Look forward to that. And hopefully you caught this live because Twitch doesn't automatically publish my videos anymore, and this is not going to go up for quite a while. All right. Well, anyway, thanks for stopping by. This says that someone is still watching this stream, and it says that it's Maid, who I can only assume is asleep. So have a good night, Maid. I am sure you are asleep right now. I will be quiet now, but thanks for watching. I've been Sacrobolic, your Envoy of Hope, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.